Hello people, the government has continued to tell us to observe social distancing, perhaps to stay at home and avoid human contact. And their clarion call has been for guys to remain at home. What if there is no home to be at? What if there is actually no home for us to stay? You know, perhaps what's there is a house full of furniture and perhaps scary walls, and perhaps that's not a home. You see, before COVID-19 or coronavirus hit our lives, we spent so much time chasing sunsets instead of converting our houses into homes. And our government wants us to stay at home, and there's no home, there's no warmth, there's no safe haven for all of us. And what has continued to escape us as humans, and perhaps the government too, is that a home is not a place. A home is a feeling. A home is two eyes and a heartbeat. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Next Phase. COVID-19 comes at a very interesting time, and one thing that I know is in our hearts, of course both mine and yours too, is that we are secretly asking God for a second chance at life. We are secretly praying that this thing comes to pass so that we have a second chance to do things better. It's our silent prayers as humans. This is a prayer that is synonymous to all social divides: the poor, the rich, the able, the disabled. It has brought unity of conscience to everyone. A friend of mine was saying COVID-19 has leveled the world. It has brought both the haves and the have-nots under one silent wish for a second chance at life. But that aside, this video attempts to actually demystify some of these misconceptions that have come with COVID-19. Like, how do you go out there and say in your correct state of mind that churches are being closed because of COVID-19 or coronavirus? No, churches are not being closed. What is being closed are actually buildings. You yourself is the church, and you have an obligation to stay open. Some other people also go around, saying that COVID-19 is spreading, and we should lock our airports and whatnot. No, COVID-19 is not spreading. It's being spread. Actually, the virus is static in your body. It's the activity of you moving from point A to B is what makes the virus to move from that point that you are to the next point, hence being contracted by person X and person Y and person Z. So let's not lie. Let's stay at home. Let's avoid unnecessary social contact, because COVID actually does not spread. It's spread by you. So hey, if you didn't really have time to convert your if you didn't have time to convert your house into a home before this pandemic came, then sorry to say it's your loss. But you have to stay at home so that this thing doesn't enjoy the luxury of taking toll on the entire society. Let's look at the statistics. Let's explore some of the global and domestic statistics. Number one, India has actually tapped on the 1 billion funds in that particular land to send very informative pieces of information, for lack of a better word, to its citizen, and to educate them on some of the best health practices. That is the number one way that they've embraced in an attempt to defeat coronavirus. Partnering with WhatsApp to send messages on health best practices to their citizens, 1 billion of them. Israel has this policy that has since been adopted by most nations in the world, that upon arriving on their land, upon hitting their airport, you have to be quarantined at the expense of government for 14 days before you are given a clean bill of health to get into the inland of Israel. United States government has approved $2 trillion as an economy boost to its citizen during this quarantine period. Kenyan government, under the able leadership of President X, we've launched balloons across the land and a 4G internet system to help people browse when they are quarantined in their houses. Man, but it remains a pleasure to be a citizen of this awesome republic. It remains my pleasure to be alive and to be part of this super awesome yet hilarious citizenry of this country. You know, perhaps if you really ever wanted to break up with your girlfriend or boyfriend, this is the exact time. I mean, you'll be like, you know, baby, I love you so much, but the World Health Organization just said that we should keep distance. But that's beside the point. Kenyans of goodwill have risen to do very amazing things during this time of difficulty. Kenyans of goodwill have thought beyond normalcy to create best practices that will help people to navigate this period seamlessly without having a monotony of narration to it. My friends at mDarasa, the official sponsor of this video, have created an online studying platform for both high school and college students, whereby you go to Google Play Store, you download an application by the name mDarasa, and you are able to get all your curriculum and regulated subjects there. We have virtual teachers, we have notes there, we have revision kits, we have assignments, all regulated by mDarasa, an innovation from Kenya here at home that seeks to revolutionize online studying, not only in Kenya, not only across the region, but even continentally. So this is an endorsement. Go to Play Store, download mDarasa, and kickstart a very interesting online education. Like I said earlier before, it's the silent wish of every man today for God to grant all of us a second chance at life. And this COVID-19 has presented an opportunity for all of us to seek reconnection, not only with our friends and families, but reconnection with our world and reconnection with God Himself. What you're going to do next is up to you, but be alive to the fact that life is vanity. The cars, the houses, the travel vouchers, all the glamour and glitz that comes with our world has temporarily been halted. It tells you something about life, and I leave that for you to understand and get back to me, of course, at the comment section. Thank you so much for joining me. This is Next Page. We talk about people, time, and perspective. Let's do this next week. Bye-bye. Hey there, this thing here is a sanitizer. I don't know if it's a piece of device or it's a piece of medication, but whatever it is, trust me, it's not effective if you're going to use it and you keep on roaming about. It's important for you to wash your hands, use a sanitizer, and stay indoors. Once you're done sanitizing your hands, take your remote, click on your TV and watch until that time that government will tell you that, hey, it's safe enough to be out here and we are back like we never went anywhere. Click on this subscribe button down below because these conversations can't be as interesting without you. So do me the honor of clicking the subscribe button and let's have this conversation same time next time. Ciao.